It's a grotty day here in Wellington, and I thought I'd just take you through one of our slow stitching kits and one of the unboxing of them. So this is how they come, all boxed and pretty, ready for you. And I open this up and I can just show you what comes in it. So there's a ball of thread ready for some stitching and some various pieces of lace. So that one's got a beaded kind of lace there. Another little piece of lace, yeah, complete with a bit of fluff, and another vintage lace. You've got your needle ready for your stitching, and a little bag, and inside the bag there are some buttons and trims. I can actually open this up for you as well if you like and have a look. So some red trim. There's a little wee lace flower and vintage buttons, so big and small. Every slow stitching kit comes with a doily. Now this particular slow stitching kit is red themed, so it has quite a lot of pink and red. It's this beautiful piece of silk. Another lovely piece of silk. A sort of red ticking stripe. This is a piece of linen, a vintage floral fabric, another stripe. This almost has a seersucker effect to it. Another wee fabric there. This was a piece of French general toile fabric. And there's another toile fabric in here, so this is a more vintage toile fabric. It's got the rooster on it. A vintage linen floral. A piece of a crochet doily, so you can add that over the top of something for some effect. A little vintage piece of embroidery. This most probably was machine embroidered. Another vintage floral. Sort of opening these up so you get a bit of an idea of the size of the pieces you get. So they're quite generous. This is a piece of white work with some what I would call Brussels lace in there. Another piece of machine embroidery with those lovely taupe colours but on a linen background. A nice sheer piece of lightweight linen. Another floral. And then we're getting towards the end. There's a piece of linen just for you to cut out or stamp or do whatever you wish. Another heavier piece of linen. A piece of a quilt. And a calico to add as a base for your stitching. Every kit also comes with some information about slow stitching and also some illustrative instructions on how to do some different stitches which could be useful in your slow stitching journey. But the thing about slow stitching is it's not prescriptive, but it doesn't tell you you must do this or you should do that. It's really up to you, and it's part of the fun is just making it up as you go along. And this is a piece I've been working on here, which is pretty much a making it up as you go along. So I've got a Suffolk puff and the fabric had a little hole in it, and so I've just done a wee darning stitch there. I've added a piece of a lace there. I think that might have been from an old vintage collar. That is like the stripe that's gone into the slow stitching kit I've just shown you. And I've done some sort of running stitches following the lines here. And I quite like to use these short applique pins when I'm doing my slow stitching. I'm less likely to catch my thread on it when I'm stitching, and it's quite nice just to hold things down in place. In this one I've just used a lightweight piece of fabric just as my backing, but that sort of shows you the backing and what's been going on there and what I've done. And so it's a work in progress. Don't know what it's going to be. It might be the front of a needle book, it might be a pin cushion, or it might just stay as it is. But I thought I'd just show you what you can expect when you get a slow stitching kit from us. As I say, they come in 2 different colorways. There is a blue themed one and a red themed one. The one I've shown you today is a red themed one, and there is a whole variety of vintage fabrics as well as some new fabrics which I think blend nicely. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed having a look and see what's inside. Thank you.